we can finally close the book on the show that was Succession. It is done. It is finito. And spoiler right now. Bang, bang. The bang, bang, bang. Spoiler. Tom is it. Tom's the guy. And that was shocking to me. I thought that for sure the show would end with one of the siblings winning. And I thought for sure the show would end with them all getting along, because at the end of the day, that show was about love and family. Honestly, every time I watched that show, I just felt a warmness, just like a sense of togetherness, a sense of belonging, just unity in the truest sense of the word. And I, for one, thought that it was an incredible curveball, ultimately irresponsible for the writers to, at the last second, just throw in that they didn't get along. I thought I think that is just reprehensible behavior, because again, as we've seen throughout the show, these are people that love each other. These are people that truly care about each other, despite what they might say or any of their actions at every turn possible. These are people that truly, they care for the other. I think this show is emblematic of what all wealthy people feel. I believe that. I believe that the wealthy in this country and the wealthy everywhere actually have the most benevolent of intentions, and that anyone who questions them should be thrown in a Dachau-like camp. And I think they would agree with me on that. I think the ruling class, the elite of this country, would agree that anyone who says that they, the rich, do not have the most benevolent of non-selfish interests, I believe that they would agree that they should be, anyone who disagrees with that should be thrown into a internment camp of sorts. I believe that to be 1000% true. But again, the end of Succession, I really didn't see that coming. I thought for sure that it would end with the children just, all getting along and really just putting an exclamation point, not even a period, putting an exclamation point on the end of their just loving, giving relationships. Because you out there might be thinking to yourself, you might be thinking, Matt, I love my brother. I have a brother and I love him. Or you might be thinking, Matt, I have a sister and I would die for her. I would do anything for her. And I would say that if you truly loved your siblings, have you ever tried a hostile takeover of one of their companies? If you truly loved your siblings, would you betray them whenever the opportunity arose? Because if you wouldn't, I simply do not believe you. I don't believe that you actually love your siblings if you are not willing to break federal, state, and SEC regulations. I think that is the only way to truly prove your feelings of affection for someone, is to have a knockdown, drag out fight in the United States judicial system. That is the only way. Because if it's not in writing, then what the fuck are we even doing? Like, what are you saying? If you're not willing to sign on the dotted line of a restraining order, then do you truly love your loved ones? I personally don't think so. I don't think that that's true. Now, some of you might argue that, well, Matt, I spend holidays with my family. I get them gifts for their birthday that weren't on the list. I go out of my way to take care of my siblings' children if they are unable to, and I would say that I think you're full of shit. I think you are full of shit, and you are pretending, you are masquerading as having a healthy, meaningful relationship. Because, to be honest, as I've watched the show Succession unfold, I have learned that the only way to truly love those closest to you and to truly love your blood relatives, the only way to truly prove that is to assassinate their character in public. That is, if you're not throwing assassination like insults towards your family members through the back pages of Us Weekly, then I think you are frankly full of malarkey. It's what I think. Because again, like, people that are upset about the end of the show and are saying, like, why is Tom's nobody? Why the show is called Success, but you don't get it. The show is about love and harmony and unity. And the only way to truly express that love, harmony, and unity is to have all of the characters end the exact same place that they started the show, and to be emotional shells of human beings. I think if we've learned anything about the existence of maybe even just humanity in these past 5 years of however long this show has been on HBO Steve, however long it has been, what we've learned is that they are the epitome of the American family. Like, let's tally up what they do. They're rich. Boy, do we love that. If this was a show about poor people, ew, dude. So they have money. They're rich. They have Judeo-Christian values. Okay? This is a family that there were multiple scenes over the course of the show where they were in a church, a place of worship. And are you telling me that they would enter into that place of worship under false pretenses? No, I don't believe that for a second. I don't... Honestly, I'm pissed that you even brought that up. I'm pissed that you would even think for a second that they would in any way use this nation's faith in order to advance their own personal agenda. How dare you? How fucking dare you? I, for one, am astonished by that. So yes, so again, they are rich. They hold dear to their heart Judeo-Christian values. They put themselves first. Because that is the only way to, again, to truly love those that are around you. You have to put yourself first. You have to put yourself first. I mean, because if you can't take care of number one, you can't possibly take care of numbers 2 through 5. You can't. You have to take care of yourself first. Take care of number one. That is the only way to truly love the other. It's the only way.